Your recent decision has left someone in your life feeling surprised and somewhat uncertain. It was a choice they did not see coming, and they find themselves grappling to understand its meaning and implications. This decision has shifted the dynamics between the two of you, bringing about a change they were not prepared for. They are trying to come to terms with it, but they are struggling to understand your motivations and the potential consequences. Although they have their own ideas and hopes about what might have driven your decision, they are desperate to know the truth and hear your thoughts directly. The change has caused them to reflect deeply, and they have allowed their imagination and hopes to run wild, creating possible scenarios in their minds about why you made this choice. However, they are worried that they might have fabricated reasons that don't exist, and this makes them feel even more confused. They don't want to misinterpret your decision or get ahead of themselves. What they crave most is clarity, an honest understanding of what this change means, especially in terms of your relationship with them. Your decision has clearly had a profound effect on them, altering the connection that you two share. Things between you feel different now, and the bond that once seemed predictable has taken a new direction. The person affected is deeply curious to know whether this was an intentional shift on your part. Did you make this choice to change things between the two of you, or was it something unrelated? They find themselves thinking about it frequently, constantly turning it over in their mind, searching for answers that only you can provide. The more time that passes without an explanation, the more uncertain and confused they feel about the situation. They were accustomed to the way things were between you, and your decision disrupted that sense of familiarity. It's not that they are unhappy or upset with your choice, rather, they just want to understand its true meaning. They need to know what your decision says about your intentions and whether it hints at a new direction for the relationship. They are hesitant to let their hopes get too high without a clear understanding because they don't want to set themselves up for disappointment. At the same time, they don't want to ignore the possibility that this change could lead to something new and beautiful. This person genuinely cares for you, and your happiness is one of their priorities. From the moment they met you, they recognized how important you were to them, and over time, their feelings have only grown. The relationship you share is something they cherish deeply, and they have always valued the bond, regardless of its form. That is why your recent decision has such a great impact on them. It's not just about the change itself, but what it means for the future. They want to know if this decision was a step towards something more, or if it's simply a change without deeper implications. They have always held a quiet hope that things might evolve in a more romantic direction between you two, but they were also willing to accept that it might not happen. Simply being part of your life was enough for them because they valued your friendship and the sense of connection you shared. You have become a source of comfort and support to them, someone they can always turn to when they need advice or simply to talk. The thought of losing that, or misunderstanding your reasons, scares them because they don't want to risk what you already have by making wrong assumptions. Perhaps you have noticed them acting a little differently lately, more reserved or cautious than usual. This is because they are trying to navigate their feelings and thoughts, trying to make sense of your decision without jumping to conclusions. They are treading carefully because they don't want to pressure you, and they certainly don't want to push you away by making assumptions about your motives. What they hope for most is that you can be open with them, to share your reasons so that they can better understand where you stand. They are not trying to control or influence your decisions, they just want to understand, to know how to adjust their own expectations and emotions accordingly. In situations like this, it's essential to stand by your decisions. There may be times when others are affected by the choices you make, but that doesn't mean you should doubt yourself. Trust your gut, and believe in your ability to make the right decisions for your life. Sometimes, explaining your reasons can bring peace and clarity to those who need it, but it's important not to let their views derail your path or make you second-guess yourself. Even if your choices lead you down an unexpected road, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Often, it is the most surprising and different paths that lead to new, exciting destinations. Change can be unsettling, but it is also an opportunity for growth. By embracing new directions, you may discover things you hadn't anticipated, both about yourself and the people around you. The person affected by your decision cares about you deeply, and their concern comes from a place of love and hope. They want to see you happy, whether that means moving forward together in a new way or simply supporting you in your individual journey. Trust the connection you have built with them, and don't be afraid to communicate your thoughts. Letting them understand your intentions can ease their worries and help strengthen the bond between you, whether it remains as a cherished friendship or blossoms into something more. You bring this person an immense amount of happiness, and they feel a deep, unwavering connection with you. This bond between you is not something that can be easily broken or dissolved, no matter what life throws your way. It is a relationship that transcends time, situations, and challenges, and there is a sense of permanence and resilience that surrounds your connection. The two of you share a powerful soul bond that has likely spanned across multiple lifetimes, and this is why you both feel so familiar and comfortable with each other, as if you've known one another forever. There is a certain ease and warmth in your interactions, something that makes this relationship feel deeply natural and meant to be. You have brought a different level of positivity and light into their life, something they haven't experienced with anyone else. Your presence is uplifting, and it is as though you bring a new sense of purpose and joy into their world. You are their source of strength, someone who inspires them to become better, and in many ways, you have a kind of power over them. It's not just about attraction, it's about the way you make them feel seen, understood, and appreciated. They miss you deeply when you're not around, and to them, you are like sunshine, illuminating the darkest corners of their life. Your warmth and kindness have left a lasting impact on them, and they can't help but long for you when you're apart. Right now, they are making sincere efforts to improve not only their own life, but also this relationship with you. They recognize the value of what you share and are willing to put in the work to nurture and protect it. They see a future with you, one that is bright and full of possibilities. To them, you are someone worth investing their time, energy, and love in. They genuinely believe that this connection is strong enough to stand the test of time, and their attraction to you goes beyond the physical. It is emotional, intellectual, and spiritual. They feel ready for a super serious commitment, and they are looking forward to building a life together, a life that is stable, secure, and fulfilling. In tarot terms, they want to create 10 of Pentacles with you, which signifies abundance, family, and long-term happiness. This means they are thinking about building a home, sharing experiences, and growing old together. Your person is actively planning and strategizing, considering every aspect of how they can make this relationship work and how they can create a bright, healthy future with you. They are looking ahead and imagining what your life together could be like, and they are doing everything they can to turn that vision into reality. The feelings between the two of you are mutual. It's not a one-sided connection. They want to bring harmony and balance into this relationship because they know it is essential for it to thrive. They don't just want a temporary connection, they want a lasting partnership, one that can weather any storm. On the surface, your person appears to be very kind, generous, and rational, qualities that have always been a part of who they are. However, now they are also prioritizing their emotions and acknowledging their feelings for you. They have come to realize that logic alone isn't enough to sustain a meaningful relationship. It requires vulnerability, honesty, and a willingness to be open about their feelings. They are ready to take a stand for this connection, to fight for it if necessary. There is a lot of fire and passion within them, and they are determined to make this relationship work. It's like a magnetic pole, drawing you both back together no matter how far apart you may be. This connection feels destined, and there is a sense of inevitability about it, as though no negativity or external force could ever keep you from being together. You are two souls that belong together, and there is an unspoken understanding that this union is meant to happen. Trust the process, even if it seems slow or challenging at times. There might be moments when they appear a bit closed off, but this is mainly because they are trying to ensure that they are free from any burdens or responsibilities before fully committing to you. They want to come to you with a clear heart and mind, without any baggage that could potentially affect the relationship. This shows their sincerity and the seriousness with which they are approaching this connection. They are not taking things lightly. They are carefully considering everything and making sure they are truly ready to give you their all. Your person has always been aware of you, even before the two of you became close. They have watched you from afar, noticing the little things that make you who you are. In fact, they have been aware of the spark between you two for a long time, perhaps even before you felt it yourself. From the moment they first saw you, the connection was intense and emotional, but they chose to keep it all to themselves. It wasn't because they didn't care, it was because they were afraid of being vulnerable, of opening up and exposing their true feelings. They didn't have the confidence to share what was in their heart, so they chose to remain silent. But that doesn't mean the feelings weren't there. They have always been there, quietly simmering beneath the surface. Now, they see you keeping your distance, minding your own business, and focusing on your life. This has made them realize that if they want to be with you, they need to step up and do things the right way. They are taking action, moving closer to you with each passing day, and you might have noticed signs and synchronicities, especially the number 1111. This is a sign that the universe is guiding you both, bringing you closer to the union that you are destined for. It's a reminder to trust the timing and to have faith that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Your person is ready to make their move, to take that leap of faith, and to build a future with you. They are preparing to open their heart, to share their dreams, and to create a life together that is filled with love, joy, and endless possibilities. All you need to do is trust the process, keep your heart open, and believe that the love you share is strong enough to overcome anything. In closing, I offer a prayer. Lord, I pray for the one who is grappling with the unexpected decision made by someone they deeply care about. Grant them clarity and understanding in this moment of confusion. Help them find the courage to communicate openly and seek the truth behind this choice without fear of misinterpretation. May their connection be strengthened through this process, and may they both find the happiness they seek, whether in friendship or romance. Guide them to trust their instincts and embrace new directions in life, knowing that your love and protection surround them always. Amen. May this prayer offer comfort and courage as they navigate the changes your decision has brought into their lives. Trust that, no matter what, open communication and a willingness to understand one another can pave the way for deeper connections and greater happiness.